I want the skaters to skate as well as possible. Takahashi Fudao is an employee of Patin Leisure Company Limited, who has dedicated himself to the installation and management of the rink. His main goal is to keep the rink in the best condition for the skaters. 86-year-old ice master Takahashi Fudao, still active. I want the skaters to skate as well as possible, after all. I always want to make the ice as good as possible. Sometimes the skaters ask me about the ice condition, and sometimes we ask them, how was it today? Sometimes I think the ice is good, and sometimes the skaters tell me, it was good today. Of course, after working there for many years, you get to know the skaters. There are skaters who say hello and those who don't, but the skaters who talk to us casually are very nice to us. That makes us want to make good ice. We talk a lot on the ice. Sakamoto Kaori was the one he talked to. Even at the World Championships held at Saitama Super Arena in 2023, Sakamoto was seen talking to Takahashi after the official training. However, we don't talk much about ice or anything like that. Even then, it was before the competition, so we talk quietly so as not to make her nervous. Another person who was called conscientious was Yuzuru Hanyu. Hanyu always says hello. Hanyu is really conscientious. Hanyu's ice show replay is also organized by Patinareki, and at the end of the show, Hanyu addressed the audience with a microphone in his hand, and Patinareki was named as the one he is grateful to. This also showed Hanyu's personality. The number of ice shows increases every season. Various approaches are taken to the production. It can be nerve-wracking at times. In Fantasy on Ice, a stage car was used to move people across the ice. The stage car weighs about a ton. When it moves, the ice cracks, so we made the ice harder. It's not just about the choreography. It also depends on what kind of jump the skater is going to do, so the ice thickness is carefully considered accordingly. We especially take it into account when a skater is going to do a backflip, he said. But skaters jump well these days, so the hole doesn't get that deep. In the past, when skaters did a backflip, there would be a big hole, so it was nerve-wracking to watch. When skaters skate, the ice gets damaged. The damage varies depending on the skater. There is some damage to the ice, but Hanyu is really good at it. He doesn't make such deep holes. He goes to the rink before the competition or show, prepares for the opening, and then restores the rink to its original condition. If he has a tight schedule, he'll head straight to the next rink. That means he sometimes doesn't go home for long periods of time. Still, Takahashi says, as long as my body listens to me, I want to keep skating until they tell me I don't have to come. He's been dedicated to this job for more than 60 years. And he wants to keep doing it. What keeps him going? What makes it rewarding is when skaters do well in competitions, and when it comes to ice shows, I'm happy to see skaters do well and the audience is happy. I think that's what it's all about. But what I hate most is when skaters fall and get hurt. If they fall, you start worrying. Did they trip over a hole? Or was there a hole? So I always try to make sure that doesn't happen. The Seminova on staging a program for Takitsi. Is he one of the most talented skaters you have worked with? Vlad is still at the very beginning of his journey. The way he worked and perceived information reminded me a lot of the young Yuzuru Hanyu. Hanyu was much younger when we started working with him. We had the feeling that Vlad was like a sponge, absorbing everything. It was a very pleasant feeling to work with a talented person. Figure skater Nikolai Yugazhev told how he decided to try quadruple axel. Earlier, Yugazhev showed an attempt to perform a quadruple axel during training. The athlete fell. I felt good physically and understood. I have to try. It turned out well. I thought it would be worse. Now I will try again next off-season. Still, it is too dangerous. There are many nuances. Of those who have ever jumped a quadruple axel, I like Ilya Malinin. He is jumping cleanly now. A standard. Yuzuru had good attempts, so did Artur Dmitriev. It is a dangerous jump, of course, so I admire those who do it, said Yugazhev.